paper and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. And they run with Harris off the option.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
They were just trying to get their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Burrow from his own end zone.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
There's the stiff arm. They can't tackle him. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Here we go. Hey,
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This defense for the Steelers, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
A nice little juke. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan. Of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside, but it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
An option handoff here to Mixon.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
He'll air this one out for Boyd.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
On play action. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Quick slant caught by Chase.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option.
And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown.
Joe Mixon,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bengals drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Bengals 7, Steelers nothing.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They go play action with Burrow. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on the job.
And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. This is caught by Hilton. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. To throw is Kaepernick. It's brought in by Harris. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. And the catch made by Hilton. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Kaepernick. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Sliding out of the pocket. Touchdown!
Najee Harris.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the...
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Yeah, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Von Bell up to make the tackle. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Kaepernick. Short little throw to Ebron. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. 2nd and 10.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase,
83 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points.
a nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had two nice interceptions a week ago. Now two here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's worked. Touchdown, Bengals! C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Steelers 17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going up top. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, Kaepernick. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A final shot before half for Kaepernick. Flush to his right. Complete to Hilton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Phillips now from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On third down, Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch the short passes, he can run under a long pass, or he can do what we saw right there, catch one and then make a big gain after the catch.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively, because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Kaepernick now on first down. Caught left side by Hilton. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get, right? 300, that means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on second and less than a yard. Finding room to the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line.
70 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Play action. Now Kaepernick.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris,
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Kaepernick looking to throw for it.
And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Phillips now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On first down, Mixon, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there for Cincinnati.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
An option handoff here to Mixon.
And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He'll buy some time right.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides, right?
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
He's picked off at his own 46. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. Touchdown! C.J. Uzomah with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Big hold of the 30. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10.
On first down, Kaepernick flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Rolling to his right.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.